Russell Carpenter is the owner of Donnell Belgians. Russell, tell us a little bit about how you got involved with these big, beautiful horses.
Well, my first paying job when I was a youngster was with draft horses. Both of my grandfathers farmed with draft horses. And then I was a tractor or am a tractor and equipment dealer and was a workaholic until my son came back from the service and wanted to get involved in the business. And at that time, my wife suggested that I ought to have a hobby. So I bought a pair of horses to play with. And then my grandsons started to get interested. And we helped some friends show, and then we started showing a little bit. And then my oldest grandson decided he wanted to show a 4, and we no more than hitched 4, and he wanted to hitch 6. And the great thing is that it's been a way to bring some of the family together. My oldest daughter, who's braiding behind me here, always liked cats and dogs, but she had no love for large animals. And now she's our prime braider and very much one of the team leaders, coordinate us. And then her oldest son is the grandson that's the teamster, and actually he's a farm manager. He's full-time with the horses. And her second son helps us quite often. He's not here today. He's usually with us, and he usually rides with Matt on the wagon. And then Matt now has a 7-year-old son that's always with us, as well as the son's dog, which you saw here, or the grandson. It's a great-grandson for us. So it's given us something to really enjoy. We don't intend to be top of the class, but we don't want to be at the bottom either. We've had a lot of fun. We were invited to go to the Six-Horse Hitch Championship last year, which was held in Denver, Colorado in January. So the boys and I were on the road for 3 weeks with the horses in the winter, and it's made kind of a long year for this year.
Well, you really share a beautiful testimony as to what horses can do for people.
That's right. They are people. They've all got personalities. And one of the reasons that I love draft horses is that they're basically the same every day. Light horses tend to be much more high-strung. And these guys, over the years, we've had 4 different young ladies that came and worked with us. And they've taken a lot of blue ribbons in the junior cart classes. And believe it or not, that excites me as much as what we do, is when we see youngsters do well.
Can you put into words what it is like from your perspective, having grown up with these animals as workhorses and now they're prized show and performance horses?
Well, it's much the same. We're just doing different work with them. The horses that I worked with as a youngster wouldn't begin to be able to do what these guys, and these guys can't begin to do the farm work because they haven't been trained for it. But it would be easy to train most of them. The difference between the workhorse that I was brought up with is it's extremely calm, very little leg action, very little body action, not the athletes that you need in the show ring. So you take the show horse that's extremely athletic, it's not really going to be ideal around farm machinery. We do some work at home with them, but we don't make that a major issue.
Do you feel that in what you have observed that the bond between the workhorse and the person that's working him and or the show horse and the driver is as deep and inextricably linked to produce the end result, whether it be logging or bringing home a blue ribbon?
Absolutely. As we discussed earlier, we are personalities and they are personalities, and it takes the combination. I have seen times when a horse would perform for one teamster and wouldn't for another. as same in the woods logging. But if you have the bond, they will work with you, and the lines from your hand to their bit is nothing more than a circuit. They can feel tension right through those lines. I mean, you wouldn't believe it, but it's true.
Who is this beautiful boy, Russell?
This is Master. Master joined us about 3 years ago. We were in Toronto, Canada, and family brought him for us to try, and he came home with us. He's my cart horse, so I'll be enjoying the lines with him tonight. The family allows me to show the cart, but all the rest of it's done with my grandson driving.
So you do get to drive one.
I do. I do.
Well, you two make a beautiful couple, and I wish you every success in the ring this evening. We'll look forward to catching up with you over the weekend.
Well, thank you. Thank you.